Unity just killed their entire game engine in just one day, and game developers across the world are furious. People are switching engines left and right, Godot, Unreal Engine, Roblox, whatever they can get their hands on that isn't Unity. If you live under a rock, let me explain the situation. 3 days ago, Unity made an announcement that they're changing all plans to pricing going forward. What does that mean exactly? Well, it essentially means that Unity is taking 20 cents per install per game that's above 200k installs. Not per buy, for an install. This applies to free games, this applies to regular games, this applies to pirated games. 20 cents per install. This is the greediest and most dystopian pricing plan I've ever seen from a company like this. This new Unity pricing plan basically makes Adobe look like saints in comparison. Could you imagine if every time someone viewed your top secret NSFW Five Nights at Freddy's account that you have on Instagram with like 2,000 followers that you make for fun, but you kind of enjoy it, but it's like a secret, but yeah, could you imagine if every time someone viewed a post from that, you would have to pay 20 cents to Adobe? Yeah, I can't imagine that at all. I don't have an account like that. I mean, yes, there are conditions, like it doesn't affect everybody, it only affects big vendors if you have at least 200k installs or 200k dollars made from your game. And there are conditions, like if you pay a bigger Unity plan, it charges less cents per install and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that shouldn't matter at all. Like, this is just so unnecessarily greedy and stupid. They're taking so much money from indie devs, which are already a group of people that make no money. I mean, you already have Steam taking a 30% cut, taxes, you have to pay artists, you have to spend so much more time than any other job to make just as much money in the game dev space, and it's so inconsistent. And on top of that, they're now expected to pay new install fees to Unity, which will just make them go broke as hell and live on the streets, bro. Game devs are already being swindled by Steam, EA, and they're in such a highly competitive market with so many indie devs, and there's a big issue of piracy. Obviously, Unity says they're on top of piracy. Maybe they have some precautions for it, but for the most part, pirates are always going to get away with it. You can't win against online pirates. So that means now that if someone pirates your game or posts on a big pirating service, you have to pay 20 cents to Unity for every single time. You could have 50,000 people pirate it and you're paying like a lot of money for no reason. I don't know how much. Not only is this happening for the future from January, but also when this happens, it's counting all installs in the past. Let's say you posted a random $2 game on Steam like 5 years ago. You called it, I don't know, like Poop Simulator or something like that. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, let's say you post a game like that and it got over 300k installs in its 5-year lifetime, which is crazy, you know? You made a little bit of chump change, but it was just like a random stupid game. Now fast forward to January 2024, where Unity comes knocking on your door and asking you for $60,000 for all of those downloads you got over the years. It's just so frustrating that Unity is doing this to their developers, because developers already make no money and now they're just being fleeced more and more, and Unity is like actually a good tool. Like, it's a decent engine used for a lot of great games. But going forward, whether they retract the statement completely and apologize, or they just double down and make it even worse, no matter what they do, unless they like cure cancer or something, I think that Unity is officially just dead, or at least is gonna be dead very soon. Which is upsetting. It's a good engine. I've spent like the last 6 months learning it, and now I'm just gonna have to do something else, I guess. Which pill? The blue one or the red one?
Is there a third option? Is there a third pill?
Yes. So how do you guys feel about this? What engines are you going to switch to the future? I want to know. For me, I started a new devlog series about a month ago, and I've put about a month of work into it, and it was on Unity. But now I think I'm just going to have to learn Godot, because there's no way I'm supporting these Unity policies. I'm just grateful for me that this happened so early in my development, so I don't have to pour over a game. I know a lot of other companies now have had games out for years or working on games for years, and now they're going to have to switch to a whole other engine, which is just going to delay things even more. But yeah, it looks like it's just going to be a Godot motive for me from now on. So next video, I'm going to be learning that. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to see that happen, and I'll see you on the next video.